everyone, this is Sin and welcome back to my channel Stampin' Munchkins. Today we are welcoming the new season, new technique hop. We are sharing new to us techniques to celebrate a new season. I hope you find each project as inspiring as the next. At the top of my description box below, you will find the link to the next person in the lineup. I hope you take the time to watch all hop videos because we love your comments and thumbs up. If you aren't already a subscriber, I hope you consider subscribing and click on the little bell so you won't miss any of my uploads. You can also use hashtag #NewSeasonMakes to find all of the videos in this hub. Some of us might be offering prizes on our channel, so be sure to pay attention for details. Again, please look at my description box below for all the details. On the screen are the 4 cards I'm making in my video today: orange and yellow, pink, purple and yellow, green and yellow, and pink and blue. Which one's your favorite? Let's get started. Distress watercolor paper, Simon Says Stamp sentiment label die, Altenew Incredible stamp set, my Daniel Smith watercolor set. Everything will be linked below as usual. My Starry Color Gansai Starry Colors, my Dina Wakley Glossy White, Brutus Monroe in Sterling Embossing Powder, Alabaster, and Gilded, my brush bin, my silver black velvet round size 8, and just a random brush for splatter, my Altenew Mini Blossom die cutting machine and the plates, and Gina K Craft cardstock for the base. Alright, first, so this is my new to me technique, is I am very scared of watercolor. So I figured this was a good way for me to start, is to do backgrounds. And I wet the, I'm using the rough part. What's nice about the Tim Holtz Distress watercolor cardstock is it's nice and thick, it's bright white, and there's a rough side and a smooth side. And I'm using the rough side because I wanted all that texture. So I just sprayed water on it using my Distress sprayer and just water. And I'm doing 4 panels. So the first one was, I'll put all the names below in the description of the Daniel Smith watercolor and where I got this set. It is a Facebook group by Understand Blue on YouTube, and she does like these are little half pan sets, which is perfect because I don't have to buy a full tube. But it's an awesome Facebook group, which I'll list below. So this is another one, which is yellow and purple, and they don't mix well, so I didn't layer over them. I just put it on the side because I didn't want mud. So just I wanted to use these 2 colors and just being careful. And I'm using my microfiber cloth to just sop up the wet edges, and I'm going back and forth. The blue is a little light, so I did that a few times. And as watercolor dries, it dries lighter than how it is when it's wet. Oh, this orange. Whew, I love it. Orange and pink, if you don't know, are my favorite colors, but my favorite color is rainbow. And this yellow, so vibrant. I love this panel right here. So I'm impatient and I want it to dry fast. So my heat power tool has 2 settings, a low and a high. So I like using the low setting to dry things. And now I'm testing it to make sure it's all dry and the embossing powder won't stick. I'm using silver on the cool colors, on the pink and blue. So I'm using the Brutus Monroe, and I'm trying to figure out which flower I want, the big uh, bambucha one or the small. So I decided to go with the big one. So I'm using Versamark, and use your powder tool, which I forgot. So it's going to stick a little, but I'm just using a brush to get rid of the stray embossing powder. And I am inking it 3 times because it's super textured. So I did that one in silver. This one will be in, I think it's white. Let's see. I can't remember. But again, I'm inking it 3 times using Versamark and pressing down pretty good. Yep, this is the white. So I'm using my same heating tool to heat it up. Make sure it's nice and embossing powder is on there nice. And when I do heat the embossing powder, I do use the high setting, the high blow setting. So the next two will be gold, the gilded Brutus Monroe embossing powder. And you don't need to see me do it 3 times. So here we go, same thing. Make sure it's all covered well. And it's okay that the center is not super solid. I like that organic look. And I wanted to put it on craft cardstock, so I'm using the Gina K Craft. And it's a top folding card, so I did score it at 5.5. And I'm just cutting this down to size. So there's no real measurement. Each one is different depending on where I stamped my image and how much of the background I want to show. But I will be using the cast-offs of my watercolored background, and I really like how the watercolor came out. So here I'm using the cast-offs to do my sentiment, and everything is from that one stamp set. I try to use just one stamp set so it's not overwhelming um, to you, my friends, to buy all the things. So if you don't have this, then look in your stash for a flower or whatever and a sentiment. This is actually a really simple card, but the technique I wanted to showcase was the watercolor background. And everyone makes it look so easy. It wasn't easy. I think I'm just too anxious about it. So this one is the silver, so the embossing will match. And I used my brush to get rid of some of the random bits. So I'm not going to show you all 3 sentiment strips. They're all the same. And because I can not trim straight for the life of me, I'm using my little Altenew mini blossom die cutting machine to cut each one out using the Simon Says Stamp sentiment label die. And I do the same for all 4. And here I'm just putting it all together. I did layer the flower panel behind with cardstock so it is raised up and super sturdy. Instead of using foam tape or foam like fun foam, I used paper, so it's really nice and sturdy. So now I'm putting the white gloss on the white embossed image panel, and I'm doing it on the whole card. That's why I put it on first and then did it. I brought the gold to see which gold of my starry color would match, and I didn't have a silver, so I should have done white, but for the silver embossed I just did like a champagne gold, and it still looked okay. And I did the gold for one of the golds. Again, everything will be listed below. And now I'm doing the white pearl for the silver. I really like how they turned out. I love splattering, and it's so soft. but I really like it. I hope you enjoyed these cards too. So here's the purple and yellow with the white embossed images. I'll be sending this out to my friends, my creative friends, green and yellow. Put a comment below on which is your favorite, and I might pick you to send this card to as well. Here's the pink and blue. And the silver embossing. And I think this one's my favorite, the yellow and orange. I loved how the watercolor just bloomed. And this is with the gold embossing. Again, I hope you enjoyed being here. Sorry someone is doing yard work right now. And thank you so much. Here's another video you might enjoy and a card making playlist. And as always, click on my face to subscribe. Thanks everyone. Aloha.